beautiful humans. My name is Taryn and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! Wow. I feel like 2023 was 2 years combined. It felt like it was forever long, but also it went by so quickly. But we're moving into the new year. Where is it? Put all of my TBR jar prompts into my TBR. There's 125 prompts in this little jar right here, and I'm ready to pull them out. I haven't read a book in like 10 days, and that is a long time for me. So I'm excited to figure out what I'm reading this month and then pick up one of those books and start them today. Just like relax on my little reading room. I feel like I haven't relaxed in those 10 days that I haven't read a book. So I'm excited to just relax, cozy up. Hopefully one of these books is on my Kindle, because picking up a physical book is a little hard for me right now. So we're hoping that I can get it for free on my Kindle, but I'm ready. And if you want to see all of the prompts that I put into this jar, one of my Bookmas videos, I don't remember which day it is, has me setting up this TBR jar, so you can go check that out. Let's begin. I think I'm gonna do 10 prompts. I feel like that's a good amount. What a way to start this off. A book that has been on my TBR the longest. Okay, I already have that book in my head. We're gonna go through all the prompts and then I will go pick the books at like the end. If a single one of you judge me for how my nails look, just know that the Expressy nail polish, the SE Express nail polish, not good. A bookstore worker's favorite read. Hopefully this is going to be cheating, but I can't go into a bookstore right now. I'm not going to buy a new book because I can't read a physical book right now. So that seems a little bit silly, but hopefully one of my followers works at a bookstore and I can ask them what their favorite read is. Is that cheating? A book with a cartoon cover. I don't know why I'm trying to show you the prompts when I wrote it in a light pink color and I can barely read it myself. So I know you're not picking it up on camera. The last book I saw on Instagram. A book that takes place on the beach. What is happening? These prompts are wild. A book with flowers on the cover. A book with an odd number of pages. How is this happening? The last book that I saw on TikTok. 2 more. Let's just pick them at the same time. My nose highlight is everything right now. A book with an animal on the cover. And the last one, a book under 300 pages. Wow, we love that. Okay, let's pick some books. I'll be back. Okay, so I have picked the majority of my prompts, but I have 3 left. So I have the last book I saw on Instagram, the last book I saw on TikTok, which is wild to me that I picked those 2 in the same month. And then a bookstore worker's favorite read. So I did post on my Instagram story asking if any of my followers worked in a bookstore so that they can give me a rec. I haven't heard anything yet. Cross your fingers. I honestly don't want to leave the house today. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on Instagram and TikTok and see what my first book is going to be. Actually, I'm closing out of both apps really quick so we can start fresh. Instagram first. I'm so nervous to scroll. We found a book. Okay, now let's do TikTok. I don't know if I should look up book talk. Here's hoping I don't get lost on TikTok. Okay, there's only one that I'm still waiting for, and that is the bookstore worker's favorite read, so I'll have to hop back on here as soon as I get that recommendation. But let's start with what I have so far. So of the physical reads, we have A book with an animal on the cover, I chose The Gossip and the Grump by Pippa Grant. This is an ARC that I got sent a really long time ago, and I never read it. And one of my goals this year is to read the ARCs that I have. So we're gonna pick this one up. The Gossip and the Grump is a one-night stand to enemies to lovers rom-com featuring a woman desperately trying to unlearn everything she knows about everyone, a grumpy misfit hiding a secret heart of gold, an unfortunate incident with powdered cheese, and the world's biggest lap puppy. It stands alone, but you wouldn't go wrong to read The Worst Wedding Date first. Well, I don't have The Worst Wedding Date, but we do have this one. It looks adorable, so there's one. A book with a cartoon cover, I chose Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This will actually be the second Ali Hazelwood book that I have ever read. When I read her like first book that like went really big, oh god, I don't remember what it was called. You guys, you all know the one, right? It was like all in book of the months. It was everybody was talking about it. I personally didn't like it, so I've just kind of like pushed her off to the side. I was like, maybe she's just not for me, but I didn't try reading any of her books again, which is silly of me. Like, at least give her 2 chances, you know? So here we are for the second chance. I believe this is a YA romance, which I'm excited about. The font is beautiful, and I know it has to do with chess, and I don't know shit about chess, but people said that you don't have to know, so it's okay. Next, we have a book with an odd number of pages, and I wanted to read a thriller. I always like to have thrillers on my TBR, at least one a month. So we have Fear Nothing by Lisa Gardner. This is about, what is this about? Daughters of like a serial killer, and something like goes wrong in the present day, and one of the daughters, maybe both of them, has to be, or is asked to like help on the case, I think. A book under 300 pages, I chose A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. I completely like gave up on my ACOTAR reread, so I deleted those clips. Oh my god, I forgot that was a video. I deleted those clips. Anyway, this has like 250 pages, and I would really like to finish the series before Crescent City 3 comes out, so I need to get on it. A book with flowers on the cover, I chose Oaths and Omissions by Sav R. Miller. This is the 3rd book in the, what is it, Monsters and Muses series. I remember just thinking that these books are okay. They're like fun reads, like nice, easy, 3.5 star books. So we're moving on. They're normally kind of like darker, like mafia-ish romances. A book that has been on my TBR the longest. I'm always so scared to read this book. I haven't watched it on Netflix either. It is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. I'm just scared, okay? I'm just scared to cry, but I need to get through it eventually, okay? Now, let's do a book that takes place on the beach. Absolutely none of the books that I have on my physical TBR take place on the beach. None of them. So, I downloaded one on Kindle Unlimited. I have never read a Megan Quinn book, and apparently this is the year to start. Everyone speaks very highly of her. So she has a book called Vacation Wars, and it looked like an adorable cover, and it took place on a beach, so it's on the TBR. And then we're on to the last book I saw on TikTok. Now, the reason that I had a complete and total mental breakdown, okay, was because the book that showed up on TikTok was 900 pages. Right. And that is called Highest Bidder by Willow Winters and Lauren Landish. 810 pages. Wait, it's a collection of 4 standalone. Okay, so maybe I don't have to read all of them, but I did download the whole thing. So, oh Lord, I had a panic attack. Okay. And then the last book I saw on Instagram was Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates, and this looks really good. I haven't heard anything about this book. Not a damn thing. I've never heard of this author before. But these like 8 people get stranded in a cabin like while it's snowing, and it's all, you know, fine and dandy. It's a thriller, all fine and dandy until one, or like their tour guide, I think, is found dead the next morning. And then obviously it's somebody in the cabin, so they're trying to figure out who that is. I don't know if it's more like, I don't know, thriller, horror, I don't know, but it looked really good. And Hoopla had the ebook and the audiobook, so I got them both because that's exciting. And that's it. So I'll have to come back on here when I get that recommendation from a bookstore worker. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't even know what my first read is gonna be. I like kind of want to start with that thriller like right away. I think I might. I think that sounds really good. Right? I am about to sit down and start editing this YouTube video, but I know that I didn't say my last book. So what was it? The last book that I am reading is recommended by a book worker girly is, I think I got it on Libby already. Love Lists and Fancy Ships. They only had it available in the audiobook, so I hope the audiobook is good. But this book by Sarah Grunder Ruiz. Grunder? I'm gonna say Grunder Ruiz. That's as big as I can make the cover for you, so hopefully you can see that. But yeah, those are my however many books I'm supposed to read this month. I'm still only on my second book. It's today when this is going up. I need to edit this. Okay. Let me know what books you are starting off your year with. If you've already read a book, let me know what it was and what you thought about it. I hope you have an amazing day, night, week, month, and year. A whole year. Oh my God. I love you. Goodbye, beautiful humans.